Hello, everybody. Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Lot to talk about today. Absolute madness in the crypto and finance space. But I just want to say a huge congratulations to all holders of crypto and especially holders of Bitcoin here, because the whole idea behind Bitcoin is coming true today, okay? We're currently flying higher as we speak. We're breaking out above our 28,000 resistance. I know it was a bit bearish before this run up, but I have completely changed my mind. I think there's a lot more room to fly higher, and we're going to talk about that now. And this is basically the perfect storm for Bitcoin to get a very, very strong pump in the middle of this bear market. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I want to repeat that we are breaking out live above 28,000, guys. There's a lot more room. There's actually not that much resistance between 28,000 and 32,000. Okay, that's what I realized. Yes, of course we have that big 30k level, but to be honest, guys, the chart speaks for itself. We actually have basically a free way to move up to 32,500 here after getting this breakout, which we're actually doing live right now. Okay, that's a 16% pump, guys, and we might not stop there. We could quite easily after that go up to 35,000, 42,000, and if we see a full-scale bull market bear market pump like we did in the middle of the previous crypto winter back here, okay, I just want to remind you that in the middle of that bear market we had a 330% run up, guys. And I just realized that if we take the bottom of the current bear market that we have just kind of exited, okay, or at least we're not in the middle of it, we could go up to that 320%. And guess where that brings us, guys? All the way back up to the previous all-time highs of Bitcoin. And that means that we could potentially see a triple top at that level, right? Where maybe we'd fall back down again and consolidate, or we could also possibly break out if there's really that much strength into Bitcoin. Some people are thinking that that will be the case. In fact, we have a major piece of news here coming from a very prominent figure in the crypto space, okay? He's the former Coinbase CTO, and he said, Balaji here is his name, he said he has predicted that Bitcoin will reach $1 million within 90 days due to hyperinflation in the United States and all the banks blowing up, okay? Just go on CNBC. You can see here, front page news, the entire banking industry globally blowing up, okay? UBS has been forced to buy Credit Suisse, basically. Credit Suisse is now a thing of the past, so you can say bye to that. We saw how much bank drama we had in the US in the last week, and by the way, I don't think any of that is over. I think it's just the beginning for all those banks that are going under. And guess what? The money has to go somewhere, guys. Money does not just disappear. And where is it going? Well, it's going into Bitcoin, it's going into ETH, and also some other altcoins, and into gold and silver, okay? We're actually up substantially here, even though we saw a slight pullback in the last few hours. We have seen now gold go break above $2,000, guys. That's huge. Silver also moving higher, and look at the last 30-day chart here on both of these guys. Look at the price of gold. Look at that chart, guys. Absolute breakout. And of course, Bitcoin is going to be the strongest version of that, right? We know how cryptos move. We know how Bitcoin moves. And you do not want to be caught short when Bitcoin is flying, okay? So I'm right now long on Bitcoin, and it's been going very good for me. And I actually entered that late, right, yesterday, and I'm still up. Why? Because we are in the breakout, guys. It's happening live before our eyes. Like I said, we're right now, as I speak, breaking out above 28,000. We're probably going to be substantially higher by the end of this live stream. And like I said, guys, there's literally no resistance up in this box, okay, up to 32,000. So yes, who knows? We might hit 30,000 and see a bit of a pullback, etc. But to be honest, guys, we have a bit of a doors are open situation here where there's really nothing holding us back, right? And you see the strength in the Bitcoin chart. I mean, just an absolute power uptrend breakout here that is, eventually going to slow down. But right now, guys, I don't think that that's the case. Okay, we broke out of this massive downtrend on the RSI. This is bullish on all fronts. There is no bearish signs. I'll repeat that one more time. There are no bearish signs right now on the Bitcoin chart, right? The only thing would be that, we could fall back down to some of these lower levels here on our support line eventually. But that all depends on how high we're going to go first, guys. Because if we go up to 65,000 or even 42,000, right, I don't know how likely we are to even come back as low as 20,000. We might only go back down to 30,000. So it all depends on the situation here. But if you're holding Bitcoin, you should be very happy right now because you're probably in one of the best asset classes to counter this huge drama that we're seeing across traditional finance and the banking sector. And that's literally why Bitcoin was made, right? To be a safe haven in times like this. And people are using Bitcoin as a safe haven right now, live as we speak, right? You can see the price pumping. Let's go on the 1 hour chart to see this even better. And of course, guys, don't forget gold and silver as well. Okay, these are the assets that are going to see the most amount of money flow into them as money falls out of these banks and traditional finance and goes into these safe haven assets. Now, for altcoins, some of the altcoins here have not moved up as much as Bitcoin or even ETH. Some of them have, but some of them have not. Usually, altcoins pump a little bit after Bitcoin pumps, right? So once Bitcoin has stretched itself out enough, we're going to see a balancing act where we're going to see a lot of the altcoins that are going to start flying. With that being said, in the last 7 days, and by the way, thank you so much for your support, everybody. Make sure to subscribe. You're watching the best crypto channel on YouTube. I told it here first. You heard it here first. We could see Bitcoin go above up to 65,000 based on the same previous mid bear market pump that we had over here in the previous crypto winter, guys. Keep in mind, after that, we did actually fall back down quite a bit, and I'm expecting this to be very similar. So I'm not of the opinion that I showed you here, right here, of we're going to reach $1 million in 90 days. But who knows, guys? Who knows? I mean, Bitcoin can go absolutely crazy in a short amount of time, right? But I'm going to base myself based on what happened historically over here. And I think this is a pretty good map of what might happen next, right? I'm looking at the previous consolidation, the previous crypto winter, guys. So I'm going to play this very smartly, right? When it's time to be long, you need to go long, and when it's time to short, you need to go short. But right now, guys, it's the time to go long. Not financial advice, just my own personal opinion, okay? A lot of people are going to get caught on the wrong side of this. A lot of people are going to try to short this, and they're going to get absolutely crushed. There's a lot of the strength in the setup and the structure of this chart right now. And that's what I'm trying to explain here in today's video. If you want to support the channel, all you got to do is leave a like, comment, guys. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear a discussion going in the comment section down below. And of course, consider dropping a super chat if you appreciate these videos, if you appreciate my insights, and the work that I do for these live streams. Please consider supporting by dropping a super chat, guys. It's greatly appreciated. We have many others like Blue who constantly give super chats to help support the channel and help support the live streams. And hopefully we get some super chats today. Actually, Blue left a comment. Hi, Matthew. I enjoyed the Twitter space earlier. Nice way to do some quick streams. That's awesome. Thank you so much once again for your support, Blue, and I'm going to be doing that more. Guys, make sure to go follow me on Twitter. I've been super active on there. I actually made a little Twitter space live audio just about an hour ago talking about what we're talking about, just in a bit of a shorter format. So if you want to stay updated with when I start doing those now, make sure to go follow me over there, posting pictures of some of the stuff I'm doing, insights on my trades, etc., guys. So make sure to go follow me on Twitter. Link in the description down below. And other than that, let's go ahead and see how ETH is performing here. We know how much strength Bitcoin has. Like I said, guys, please be realistic here, okay? Bitcoin has literally performed almost twice as good as Ethereum. I'm not saying that's going to continue, right? Because like I said, we're going to see money flip into altcoins eventually. But right now, guys, the money is first and foremost going into Bitcoin, okay? Look at the 7-day performance. Look at the 24-hour performance. If anything, the move on Bitcoin is actually accelerating here. Now, Ethereum performed very well nonetheless, up 23%, also making it one of the best performing assets right now. In terms of the best movers here, we do have a certain altcoins, some of the more hype ones, some of the better ones, Phantom, Render, Optimism, seeing some money flowing into them. AI coins, Immutable X, Stacks, which is one that I like a lot right now. Money is going into those, right? We could see NFTs start to pump eventually here as we see more and more strength, but I just wanted to show you some of the top performers. In terms of the worst performers, guys, in the last 7 days, the worst performers are going to be things like Maker, right? Stablecoin, DAO. A lot of stablecoins, money is going out of those. People don't even trust stablecoins right now to make things worse. And money is leaving them because they're going into, of course, Bitcoin and ETH, etc., right? So like I said, let's go ahead and take a look at the ETH chart. I want to say thank you again to all our support here. 12 viewers, 12 live viewers. That's amazing, guys. Thank you so much. And like I said, There's going to be a lot more of these updates. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss these, okay? Now, looking at ETH here, I drew a much cleaner chart for all of you. Look at this, guys. We've got two main ranges, okay? This bottom range, which we are now out of, and we're moving into the second range, okay? The resistance at this second range, I want to remind you, we are not facing resistance right now on Ethereum, okay? It might seem like it, but guys, we are now in this range, okay? I don't think we're just going to come falling out of it. And we could go up easily up to $2,000 before seeing some stronger resistance, okay? Now, unfortunately, Ethereum, based on its chart setup, does not necessarily have as much room to move as with Bitcoin, okay? That might surprise some folks, but you can see the chart speaking for itself here, okay? With that being said, we could quite, pretty much guaranteed at this point see $2,000. And I think we could even go as high as 2,500. After that, it's going to be getting a little bit harder, right? Even though Bitcoin has so much room ahead to go flying higher, guys, okay? Actually, very little resistance for Bitcoin here above. That's not necessarily the case for ETH, but that doesn't mean that ETH can't see a very nice pump here either, okay? Like I said, we got a move potentially up to 2,000. That'd be about a 12% move, and even up to 2,500 here, around 35%, right? After that, we could maybe stretch it out just a bit more, but it's going to be hard to go above $3,000 this year for ETH, I think. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on ETH, but I'm just giving you what I'm seeing on the chart, okay? Bitcoin, however, is really, staying true to its idea. And, I mean, the money is flowing into it, guys. If anybody thought that Bitcoin wasn't a safe haven asset, I'm sorry to say, guys, but let's go ahead and look here. Bitcoin, last year, still down 32%, but last month, guys, look at this. We're up 19% on Bitcoin, okay? Actually, I can show you this with the heat map here in the crypto space. And we're also going to take a look at the crypto fear and greed index now moving into greed, guys. That's a very good sign. Why is that? Well, first off, this is the strongest we've seen Bitcoin in probably, almost a year, okay? We're now at 63. We haven't seen the fear and greed index hit 63 in a very long time. You can see that here compared to some of the previous time frames, okay? Just last week, we were at 33. We're in deep fear. Crazy how it works, guys. And looking at the performance, what is one of the most deep green cryptos and also one of the biggest cryptos in the crypto space? It's Bitcoin. So like I said, guys, congratulations to all Bitcoin holders. I want to say hi to Steven Pietras. He's saying hello. Guys, make sure to support the channel. Hit that like button. We have 12 live viewers, but only 3 likes. I want to see us hit at least 5 or 6 likes. And of course, guys, make sure to drop a super chat donation. Help support the channel. Help support the hard work here. Now, looking at some of the altcoins, okay, XRP first and foremost, I think XRP is actually going to start to run here very soon. And if we look at let's see, I also want to check out the S&P 500 just to compare it here. If we look at the last month, the S&P is now down 2%, and I think that's just the start of it, guys. I just showed you how Bitcoin was up 19% in the last 30 days, right? As far as ETH is concerned, we are still up over 8%. And altcoins, see money flowing out of altcoins, guys. Don't be biased here. Don't be biased just because you hold altcoins. Look at how the market is acting, okay? You can catch these moves, but you need to be open-minded. You need to wait till the market is showing you where the money is going first and then adapt based off that. That's not financial advice, just my own personal opinion. But I'm showing you here the weakness in altcoins in the 1-month chart compared to Bitcoin and ETH, okay? I'm sorry if that annoys anybody, but just look at this image and you see for yourself how this is moving, okay? This is not being biased in any type of way. And like I said, guys, altcoins are going to have their time to come, but first Bitcoin and ETH have to reach their peaks. For Bitcoin, that can be quite high, okay? Now, for XRP here, right, I'd say one of the better altcoins overall. It's in this consolidation. It's held this consolidation. We're currently not dropping lower. It doesn't look like we're going to drop lower right now, okay? We're actually heading towards the upper side of this range. Once we get above 41 cents, we could quite easily go back to 50 cents. And after that, guys, we'll have the opportunity to run all the way up to 75 cents here, right? Maybe we could get actually a move to $1, but I don't want to make that call just yet. 65 to 75 cents seem pretty much guaranteed this year in the next 6 months. I want you guys to destroy that like button, guys. We got 14 live viewers. That's amazing support. Thank you all so much for the viewership. Guys, don't miss out on these live streams, okay? You guys are getting absolutely gold for free here. Support the channel, leave a like, and subscribe, guys. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on all of this. Leave me some comments. We're going to get into some questions and answers. So all you got to do is leave a comment down in the comment section down below. I'll answer your questions. I read all your comments. And also, if there's any coins whatsoever, guys, that you want me to do an analysis on or want to get my opinion on, just let me know in the comment section down below, okay? So go ahead and I'll wait for some comments here on which coins or questions you have for me. Of course, if you want to make sure I give you the time of day, make sure I see your question, you can always drop a super chat. Also, guys, keep in mind, gold and silver, strong performers here, especially gold right now. And that's probably going to continue, right? My favorite assets in the next 6 to 12 months are, in order, Bitcoin, gold, and gold and silver. I'd say they're pretty much equal, but silver will probably be a little bit more volatile, right? It's probably going to move eventually higher than gold in terms of percentage moves, but there's going to be a little bit more volatility there. So, you know, risk-adjusted returns, I'd say Bitcoin, gold, and silver, okay? In fact, those are really the only assets that I'd feel comfortable really longing consistently in the next 6 to 12 months. We have certainly not found a bottom on the S&P 500, right? Like I said, and certainly not for many other stocks out there, such as bank stocks, etc., right? They're trying to find quick fixes, band-aid fixes to the whole situation. And what is happening? Things are only dropping more, okay? I'll remind you all, one of the biggest hit U.S. bank stocks, FRC, First Republic Bank, guys. Look at this volatility, okay? We got a huge pump here, then we just to fall right back down. Absolute madness, guys, but stick to the basics, guys. Banks are getting destroyed. Fiat currencies are gonna get destroyed. And there's only one place the money can go, to be quite honest with you guys, right? Bitcoin, silver, gold, these type of assets, right? Of course, altcoins are gonna get some of that as well, but they're also going to be a little bit more volatile, right? It's harder to predict what's going to happen with some of these altcoins. Of course, like I said, guys, the better ones are going to perform very well. And that can be seen right here even, in the last few weeks, right? Go ahead and pull up my heat map. It speaks for itself, guys. Stacks, that was one of the huge movers right there. STX, IMX. Litecoin, I think, is going to do very good. It's a proof of work coin. It just moved up a lot in the last few months, so it's pulling back now, but I think this one is going to go flying again. Okay? Pay attention to this stuff, guys. Link here, this is one that hasn't been moving that much, but it should really start its uptrend again. I can go ahead and pull it up. Guys, please remember, we looked at Bitcoin, ETH, XRP. If there's any other coins you want me to take a look at, you have questions about Bitcoin, ETH, or XRP, just let me know down in the comment section below. Don't be shy, guys. This is why I make these live streams. It's for you guys, so make sure to ask me in the comment section down below any coins you want me to take a look at, and I'll gladly take a look at them for you. Or any questions regarding Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, if you want me to look at different time frames, etc., I'll gladly do so, guys. Just let me know down in the comment section below. And guys, only 4 likes, 15 viewers. That's not going to cut it. I want you all to hit that like button. Let's try and get at least 10 likes. And of course, if any of you want to help support the channel and the hard work, consider dropping a super chat. Now, looking at Chainlink, we are above $7 now. I want to remind you that this is one of the crypto assets that had one of the strongest uptrends ever and the longest lasting uptrends, okay? Now, unfortunately, here in recent months, we really have entered more of a consolidation for Chainlink, right? That can be seen right over here. I'll draw out my rectangle like I like doing. This will give you a good idea of what's going on. Boom, right there. And like I said, we're not out of this consolidation yet. It does look like we're going to move towards the higher end of this range for the time being, right? But as soon as we break out above $10, guys, it's off to the races for Chainlink, right? You can very quickly expect us to hit $15. And I'm not saying that we're going to necessarily see as extreme of a pump as with Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin has a very specific situation going on for it, right? As the safe haven asset of maybe the world even, right? Of crypto. So we might not just go flying back to the all-time highs here, but it's going to be setting itself up nicely to slowly start an uptrend, which we are already starting to do, right? So keep an eye on this, guys. Keep an eye on this. And you're going to see many coins in those positions. Go follow me on Twitter, guys. Link in the description. A lot of stuff that I'm posting on there. Don't want you guys to miss that out, so go check it out if you haven't already. And of course, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? You're watching the best crypto live streams on YouTube. Hit that like button, support the channel, and subscribe, guys. I just want to go back to my Bitcoin chart here. Actually going to clean this up a little bit as well, because I draw all over these, and this was a nice chart that I mapped out here, which is still pretty clean, so I'll clean it up before it gets too messy. But I just want to show you guys just how good we're looking here, right? If I zoom out, you can see that this bottoming formation over here is actually, you know, a little bit of a curve, right? A rounded bottom, and I can go ahead and actually draw this out right here. This is starting to enter this type of cup and handle pattern, guys. We know how powerful these are. If you've seen my YouTube videos, like I said, doesn't mean that we can't have pullbacks, but guys, to be honest, I think that we might even hit 42K this year. Initially, we'll have to hit 32K, but we just don't have that much resistance even until 42K. That's when we're going to see some stronger resistance. And like I said, even after that, we could actually push back to the all-time highs, potentially forming a triple top just to fall right back down, okay? Like I said, the best insight, no matter what anybody tells you, okay? There's people throwing out $1 million price targets, but guys, let's look back at history. We've seen how these coins perform. We've seen how Bitcoin has performed time and time again when we get the pumps, right? History tends to repeat itself with crypto. Although every time we get, you know, into a new stage of Bitcoin, the moves are a little bit more toned down, right? Meaning that we go up a little bit less and we also drop a little bit less. But with that being said, guys, right, we saw in the previous middle of the crypto winter that we were able to pump 327% just to fall all the way back down to a 70% drop, $4,200. Okay, I think something fairly similar could happen again, but Bitcoin might even stay a little bit stronger this time around. So, for example, if I take a previous bottom here of 15,500, and I even bring us up to let's even call it, you know, something like this, a little bit less than last time, right? That'll bring us up to 60K, and you know, let's say we're at 60K, right? And we could see that drop that we talked about. Well, where is that going to bring us, right? That's going to bring us back down to around 18,000. That could totally happen. Do not think it can't happen, because that's literally exactly what happened in the previous crypto winter, right? And like I said, guys, we're not in the bear market anymore, in the sense that we're not crashing, right? Like we were back here. And of course, back here in the previous crypto winter, we're not in the crash stage anymore, but we are kind of in this. Well, right now we're in the pump stage, but overall, right, we're still going to be in this bigger consolidation. Okay. In a way, one of the best ways I could show you what's going on is if I draw another big box here, right? We're going to be trading basically in something exactly like this, right? And we're going to see some up and downs in this, but this is basically the range that we're in. So I don't think we're going to break below $15,000, to be honest, again, guys. You need to think that, and I thought that it was maybe possible, but after this week, guys, I don't think it's going to happen. I'll tell you exactly why. With what we saw in the last week, right, and in the last few months, actually, we saw, let's go to CoinMarketCap. We saw Terra Luna, right, imploding. We saw FTX imploding. Right, some of the biggest projects in the entire crypto space, biggest exchanges in the crypto space, imploding to zero, guys. Okay, and now we're seeing traditional finance getting absolutely wrecked. Right, major companies, multi-billion-dollar companies, falling off a cliff. Look at the charts, guys. Falling off a cliff in a matter of months and days. Okay, and this isn't just a few stocks, right? Huge stocks, Bank of America. I'll go back there. Charles Schwab. Look at Charles Schwab, guys. One of the biggest brokers on earth. Look at that. If I zoom in a bit, you see just how nasty it is. Okay. This is now spreading to traditional finance. Bitcoin should have every reason to be at below 15K right now. Yet it's not. In fact, while all this is happening, guys, we'll zoom in a bit. We're literally flying higher, guys. Flying higher. Okay, look at the move. The whole economy is melting down before our eyes, yet Bitcoin is flying higher, and actually gold and silver are doing the same thing, right? I thought it was pretty funny what I titled my my Twitter space here: Bitcoin flies and Credit Suisse dies. That's what we're seeing, right? And we're probably going to see that happen until probably at least, you know, around 40,000 this year, and maybe even around 60,000, right? Basically, until a lot higher, we're going to see this happen in the next few months for Bitcoin. We know where the money is going, and we know where the money is being lost, guys. This is where the money is being lost. And the chart speaks for itself, guys. I don't even know to show you where the money is going. Okay. I mean, look at the global cryptocurrency market cap pumping 2.4%. Do not fall into this BS, guys. Okay. Stocks are pumping a bit here. This is not going to last for the stock market. This will not last because this is a fix to nothing, guys. It's the same stuff that they tried doing last week on FRC and SVB, you know, trying to claim that we're all fine. And look at what's happening, guys. Look at how the actual market is reacting once they realize that, you know, there's really no actual help coming, right? No long-term solution to this. The things just blow up. They go to zero. And now we're seeing the true thesis behind Bitcoin come true, guys. And yes, like I said, we could literally go all the way up to 65,000 just to fall back to 20,000. But that doesn't matter, because what matters is while everything was crashing, Bitcoin was pumping. And we know that it's just a matter of time, guys, especially based on the historical, that we're going to get the next bull market cycle, guys. Look at the weekly chart. Do things look that bad for Bitcoin? We've really only been pumping. We're still in a long-term uptrend for Bitcoin, guys. Okay? You need to zoom out sometimes to really get a picture of what's going on. But just look at this on the weekly time frame, and if I go to the monthly, right, Bitcoin is a parabolic asset still. Look at that. Right, we've got even a stronger uptrending starting now. Zoom out to the long term, guys. This was the bottom. I hate to say it. I should have probably bought more myself, but this was the bottom. I don't know what to tell anybody who thinks it's not, because, you know, maybe in a worst case scenario, we could go back down to 10,000 if there's huge panic that comes into market, but I don't think we're going to go below that, guys. We see how these moves, how Bitcoin moves, right? How we get these drops, pumps, drops. And right now, we finished our drop for right now, right? Like I said, we could drop later once we hit 40, 60,000. But right now, guys, we finished the drop. I'm sorry to say we finished the drop. We're now seeing the pump, right? Same pump that we saw back here during the mid bear market rally. We have Steven Pietras asking about Dash. It's an older altcoin. Not a big fan of this one, to be honest. Now it's at low prices, right, which is kind of the only positive here. But I have trouble seeing how an old coin like this will compete with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Just don't really see the value proposition in this. The chart is actually not that bad, to be fair. Okay, I'm kind of harsh on some of these altcoins. I know that. Like I said, guys, the chart is actually not that bad. We did break out of our downtrend, and we're actually holding support here. But I'm just not that confident of how high we can go, right? Especially considering the risk and the returns here, okay? Yes, back to the all-time highs. We could go up to almost 1,000% move, 800%. But guess what? We're going to get that on Bitcoin and ETH in a much safer, smoother way, to be quite honest with you guys. And on top of that, you know, let's have fun here. Let's look at the Dash to BTC chart, guys. And that's where it gets embarrassing. Look at this. No reason to hold Dash over BTC. Zoom out. Same thing, guys. No reason to hold Dash over BTC. You know, the way things are looking with some of these cryptos and with the global macro economy, it really makes you wonder if this is possible, right? Balaji's $1 million within 90 days Bitcoin price prediction due to hyperinflation in the US. Like I said, I think this is a little bit of a stretch, but guys, Bitcoin, due to how it's built, right, its limited supply, its safe haven perspective, it can really suck up a huge amount of money in an amazingly short amount of time, right? And in fact, if we look back at the historical timeframes, it's only been sucking up money. And in times like this, only more money goes into it, right? People don't want to have their money in banks even, right? So they're going to put it in Bitcoin. Guys, what did I tell you at the very beginning of this live stream? I said that by the end of this live stream, we'd be substantially higher than when I started. I do believe we were somewhere around, over here. We're now higher. Guys, do you really want me to go on longer? Literally in about an hour or two, right? Probably by tonight, we're probably going to be above 28,500, flying higher up to $29,000. Very, very confident in that. That's why I'm long. We are just starting the breakout, guys. 3 days ago, guys, we broke out above 25,000. We've already moved up from that level 10%. We have no signs of weakness, no signs of breaking the uptrend. We're currently pushing higher. On good volume, MACD turning deep green. The reversal is happening right now in the short term, guys. And I just want to say thank you for the support. Please consider dropping a super chat if you appreciate these insights, if you appreciate my technical analysis and the hard work that I put into these videos. It's greatly needed to help support the channel. I want to thank our regular viewers and our new viewers. Please make sure to hit a like if you haven't already. And Blue is asking, since BTC is doing so well, do you think Litecoin is in a similar position to Pump? So Litecoin is an interesting one, right? Because it is kind of in between, in the sense that, Litecoin is basically Bitcoin, right? Its structure is pretty much the exact same. It runs very good. I love using Litecoin actually, but it's still considered an altcoin, right? So it's somewhere in between there, and it's been a very strong performer in this this bear market, right? One of the strongest performers actually. I think there's no doubt that we're going to go back to the all-time highs on Litecoin. I think Litecoin should be at $1,000, right? We really should see at least $1,000 in the next bull market pump, guys, for Litecoin. And Litecoin being so low right now, considering that it's still one of the original proof of work coins with a limited supply, it should be higher, guys. $85 is too low for Litecoin right now. It should probably be at least around $150, if not more towards that $200 area, right? And that's going to correct over time, in my opinion. So actually, we have the mid bear market cycle pump for Litecoin here. Now, keep in mind, there was a lot more volatility for Litecoin, as you can see in the crypto winter compared to Bitcoin. But our pump that we got was a very nice pump of 500%, guys. 500%. And here, we're currently only at 65%. Could go back up to $300 here, guys. You're looking at the chart. I'm not making anything up. There's nothing different with what I said. Very conservative estimate would be $150, right? That would be the previous top over here. But let's see if we can even go a bit higher, guys. With how much drama there is in traditional finance, it's very possible. I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'll catch you all very soon. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter, guys. A lot of updates there. Link in description.